Are you a small to medium business that is shipping with Canada Post and you are not sure what you need to do with a potential strike coming up? Right now, if you've been shipping with Canada Post, you are in a tough spot because the thing is they've probably been giving you rates that you need to have to be able to continue to offer free shipping to your customers, and they can basically go anywhere. So what do you do if you are a small business and you still want to continue to have your product get to market, but you're worried about the fact that you're not going to have Canada Post as an option? There's going to be a lot of different information that people share and make suggestions to. I think that probably the easiest one is that you're going to see a lot of rate shopping platforms that claim that you just need to be able to jump onto their platform to access any number of carriers. Here is the problem though. Whenever there is any kind of labor disruption or challenging capacity strain in the market, all of these players understand where their volume is coming from, right? So whether you're UPS, for example, or Purolator or FedEx or whoever it might be, gets their orders directly from you, gets it from your 3PL, or gets it from some type of aggregator, they know this because they know what accounts things are transacting on. And what all of them are going to do is limit the capacity that comes through, because the thing is that they can't allow a tsunami of people to start coming onto the platform, blow out capacity that they don't really have, and then not be able to serve the needs of those core customers, for example, that have already been using their service regularly. This is even more of an issue for them because they have to protect the customers that they have direct relationships to, as opposed to the ones that come through aggregator platforms. So what do you do if you are a small to medium business and you need to get your product out to your customers and you want to do it with a certain degree of certainty? Well, first and foremost, don't just plug into any rate shopping platform and hope that that's going to be enough. That just isn't going to work because you don't really know where your product is going. You want to try to reach out to 2 or 3 different regional carriers, particularly in the regions where you have your strong and core fundamental sales, and you want to try to have direct negotiations and direct relationships with them. Why? Because they're going to be in a better position to take you on as an account and then to guarantee your capacity. The other thing that you need to be certain is that a lot of these carriers are going to be looking for longer term commitments. They don't just want fly by night business, and they don't want you to just come on because of the fact that Canada Post is on strike. So your best position to be in is to be ready to make a deal and be ready to permanently shift volume to another carrier. Now, the problem that you're probably going to have is that their prices aren't going to be the same as Canada Post, and you want to go back to that Canada Post rate. If you think that way, you're not going to be able to make a very good deal for yourself. So look at your business, understand your parcel volume, and see exactly what you can push to another carrier and what maybe would still make sense to go back to Canada Post. But right now is really the time to make a more permanent or at least a longer term commitment to someone else in these different areas.